Uh, Grateful thanks, international people of the world. Welcome into the My Activate leadership, my municipality of the planning of our future city together. Therefore, we are here today in terms of the development of the Khyayelitsha district mall that we have been making continuous video media presentations in our YouTube link, yes, of the Activate Leadership, my municipality, for the Ward 92 of Khyayelitsha district in the terms of developing the mall into becoming a mall internationally recognized worldwide mall that is suitable to be in the categories such as waterfront mall, such as Blue Route Mall, such as Cavendish Square Mall, such as Security City Mall, such as Tiger Valley Mall, such as Tiger Beck Mall, and such as N1 City Mall, Promenade Mall. You see, therefore we've been dropped in the previous media presentations. Therefore, according to the City of Cape Town, 9 categories of service research services. On the last meeting we had yesterday with these vendors over here from the African refugees who have made their vendors over here, we have decided in the previous meeting of yesterday for this project to be recognized right now in great development. In the next video presentation, we will be introducing what other international, global, worldwide shops that we want to introduce in our strategic goal of developing this mall to be a 5-story or 6-story high or 4-story high, but we will introduce coming report review preparations and survey research and review what in the next media video presentation. Therefore, the decision here was about to ensure that with these vendors over here and these vendors over this side, if you still remember the other media video presentations, these are the developments that we meant to develop them for the September issue 34 of the Better Magazine, Township Entrepreneurial Development of the Western Cape Entrepreneurs, to ensure that in the future they do their own businesses, what in the new redevelopment of this Khyayelitsha District Mall as one of the developments of Mr. Brian Makaluza in a joint venture with these vendors over here that you know best from other media video presentations. Therefore, the 9 categories are category 1, such as a background research, approach, methodology, and planning. We've done that one in the first media video presentations of 2019, 2020. That you will find a media video presentation link, yes, into the YouTube channel feed of Sisa Brian Makaluza, that we will introduce what into Mr. Alan Winder. Mr. Alan Winder, a few months ago, he managed to come around this particular mall to view it on the redevelopment of it. But the most number one, this is that Rasta Stand, who is one of the project developers, and the book over here stand, one of the developers, and over that side, one of the developers in the meeting that we had yesterday. Therefore, the mall, we will be introducing the international, global, worldwide mall shops that we will include in the next coming media video presentation that we will do today or tomorrow. Therefore, the 9 categories are also category number 2, sampling and survey of instruments, including excluding survey field work, customer feedback tools. Yes, we made the customer feedback tools by making a quick meeting yesterday with also this side, yes, of the vendors over here at the Khyayelitsha Mall. They were present in the yesterday meeting that we had as from 11 o'clock until 1 o'clock. Yeah. Therefore, Mr. Winder, now we've managed to find out that there is a developing structure over here, company that is making the infrastructure over here. But now we are so disappointed that we were never invited, but in the start-up stages of this infrastructure over here, because we have great intellectual and great professional, intelligent ways of building this mall, like as it introduced from the other video media previous presentations in the YouTube channel feed link of presentations. So Mr. Alan Winder, you were here before. Yes, it was windy and rainy that day to survey the COVID-19 of Khyayelitsha Mall. Therefore, now when we see it now, when we come back 3 months later, there is a structure of developing over here. So I said that we wanted to be the first to be introduced because we are the stake leaders, organ of the state's participation, public participation unit department of the city of Cape Town. Therefore, the other categories of the 9 categories of survey research is that the survey field work. Therefore, now this is the survey field work. Please, I know it is not yet been finalized for us to bring our own sphere of understanding economic development growth of this mall. Therefore, we want focus groups. Focus groups are these international vendors over here that we want to grow their relationship, give them vendor permits and job creative creations by introducing the mall to become in the standard of international global worldwide mall, because we don't want to build this mall so that or renovate or reinvent it or to architecture so that in 200 years to come from today, and then we cry and say, oh, what a shame, what have we done to this mall? What in 10 years to come from today or in 20 years to come from today? And that will be a waste of foreign investments, foreign direct investments of development in terms of community development, community building, community partnerships, economic growth management, asset management, property management, assets of the TDA and the TCT and cooperatives of the global world. Therefore, we have united with the African refugees over here with their businesses. Every day they are here ensuring that they wanted the services that we need for them, such as business workshops, such as craft design institute workshops, such as cathedral workshops, such as Bailoes workshops, such as Cape Town Hub workshops, such as the City of Cape Town Department of NYDA workshops, and also all those workshops that we will introduce for them to grow their businesses over here. We have introduced that we want to develop all these people yesterday were packed into our own meeting over here that we had. So please, I don't understand how did the City of Cape Town now manage to start without our own input, without our own research, without our own concept of the idealistic ideality of how to grow from township to urban development. Therefore, another category that we are specifying today is the survey data preparation. This is our survey data preparation that we want to build this mall to become such as Century City Mall, such as Cavendish Square Mall, Waterfront VNA Mall, such as N1 City Mall. But we want it to have 4 stories or 5 stories high, and we've got the criteria of that architecture designs that Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza also learned while a student at the University of Cape Town Graduate School of Business, Raymond Academy. Yes, therefore I'm so disappointed that I was never invited in the first meetings that managed for the planning of our future together, because I am so interested with great heart desire, but that is adorable, with accountable trust of service excellence, want to ensure that I put our intelligence of our eternity, unity of immortality as these vendors over here, all of them together as one, from Africa, from Cape to Cairo. You know the Asian philosophy way back in 1652 and beyond. Before that, in 205 years of relationships with the 1652 until 471 years of world stock exchange. Therefore, the shops that we are going to include want to build up these stories 5 to 6 stories high. Mr. Alan Wind, I don't understand why really you deal with but I congratulate Mr. Nigel Taters for providing me with a response email where I emailed him some few survey data analysis, survey data preparations, survey research findings and report preparations, and survey research reviews of category 6, category 7, 8 and 9. Yes, and then when I emailed him to Mr. Nigel Tiders of the media's offices, I managed to email him these last 6 categories, last 4 categories, and then it was introduced with other stakeholders of the government, and then I've managed to apologize and emailed him thoroughly. Therefore, I believe that I will be managed to be invited with our committee over this side over here in a private IDP, SDF, development growth, spatial development, transforming to technology. Meeting so that we discuss the future of our great excellence, what to make this mall so that it becomes not like the City of Cape Town mall, such as the Golden Egg now, but we wanted it to be in that criteria of a Golden Egg. And then yesterday I managed to receive an invitation for the 26th of November 2020 meeting at the City of Cape Town. At the City of Cape Town Boulevard of Podium Block for a stakeholders, governmental departments meeting, therefore for the District 6 development linkage. Therefore, through that next coming meeting on the 26th of November, I will honor to be invited and to be the special guest over there. Yes, I am grateful and honored that you've managed to receive and hear our voice, because we have a say in any development. And also we are talking about refugees over here, that we shared the same hustlement in the development of our countries. So they need great leaderships development, such as the CETA services of learnerships and appreciates of all the departments of CETA and the departments of NYDA, yes, and the departments of enterprise department, directorate of the Department of Economic Development, yes, yeah. So it is nice once again to come back into Khyayelitsha and ensure that these developments are in process according to the 9 categories of service research services. Therefore, please, one more time again, in the next media video presentation, we will include all the services of programs that we need to develop our vendors over here through educations of learnerships for the unemployed, unskilled development in terms of learnerships that we need to promote for our black and colored townships, youth and the refugees youth from all the continent sides of Africa, Madagascar, Asia, Indonesia, through global partnerships with the international worldwide associates, next future generation coming relationships of global support. Yeah, therefore we have managed to ensure that we are making now the City of Cape Town, yes, the first city to become a prototype for the sustainable development solutions network and associations, masters of the Department of Practices and Programs, yes, of the ICSD 2020 scientific committee, and also to the global impact of the GSG, global impact bonds, and cross sectors of partnerships and approach for global impact bonds. Yes, for the AEEI in yes, African Equity Empowerment Investments that we all have, as for the impact, also for the impact investing in Africa. So hey, it is a great honor of pleasure to be here today, celebrating from yesterday's video media presentation with the international, global, worldwide understood, known Nazareth Baptist Church of Shembe, where we introduced the media video presentation that was celebrating yes, the redevelopment of the agenda towards Africa 2063, planning our future city together, and then the DSD 10 programs call for funding proposals, and therefore for the participation, public participation, you need departments and ensure that we build our capabilities. Please, international crypto billionaires, City of Cape Town, Mako, Western Cape government departments, and the City of Cape Town government give us the opportunity to come and analyze with you in a private. Once again, we are repeating it. We have managed to see that this building over here has got a great asset of showing interest in new designing in architecture, but these are not to be we want to add more oomph to it and add more what the strategical integrity way of creating this Khyayelitsha mall to ensure that in 20 years to come or 30 years to come, we don't cry and say we spent billions of cashes or millions of money developing it, and then in 30 years we say we want to rebuild it again. It must stand like New York City, it must stand like Chicago, it must stand like Las Vegas, it must stand like Los Angeles, it must stand like California, it must stand like Mississippi Birmingham, it must stand like, you see, all those kind of cities such as Paris, such as Rome, you see, all those international, global, world international cities. Therefore, from creating from township to urban development. Please, I also invite myself and ourselves and all the development growth in the passion of the vision and mission. Yes, as we are closing this media video presentation over here, we are saying thankful to the previous yesterday's meeting that we hosted over here. This is a report review from it. Remember that we didn't forget when we were taking a walk from the 92 Khyayelitsha, activate leadership, my municipality development growth. We introduced the acronyms over there of development. Those acronyms here, we didn't finish some of them. Other acronyms are the following ones that we are keen together as one unity. Yes, with the refugees from Africa, refugees from all other mentioned above in this media video presentation, above mentioned continents and countries of Africa. Yes, therefore other acronyms that we want to develop as a prototype of the growth of 10 years in planning of the city of Cape Town, planning our future city together, so that we equip all of these vendors, refugees, who have managed to understand that the city of Cape Town is a gateway through to international global market, stock exchange, and to information technology and massive development, governmental growth. The other acronyms that we are mentioning over here are MSA, MSDF, MTIIF, MTERF, NEMA, NEMBA, NEM ratio PAA, NHRA, NLTA, NNR, and then PPM, and then PSDF, and then PRASA, and then PT, and then RRR, and then RSIF, and then SAHRA, and then we also include SBIDZ, and then SCOT, and then SDS, and then SF.